So, welcome to the first episode of Ajax, the road to glory. And I said like a month ago that I started it, but now I'm getting finally on the way. I'm playing with my nickname, FM Lowietje, and we're going to play with Ajax, of course, the club I support since 2002, I think, when I was 7. The club of my hometown and a club that has lost the Europa League final against Manchester United last year, and that's the situation where I'm going to start. Peter Bosz has left the club for Borussia Dortmund, and I'm taking over. So I'm a suit manager. You saw it, a white suit. These are the licenses that you can choose from. I have a Continental Pro license, the highest badge you can get. My experience in Sunday League, I've never played after my 15th birthday, 1 year, but most of the time I was injured. So Sunday League, and you can choose a style like disciplinarian, motivator, youth development, tactician, but I chose to do my own thing. I don't need adaptability because I'm not going to leave the club, so I can have more skills on determination, man management, level of discipline, and motivating. Yeah, I think I'm ready. 20 on attacking, 20 on tactical. Yeah, and 20 on youngsters. Let's do that. I'm an attacking mind coach. So, I'm finally started then. Lowietje takes Ajax hot seat. Ajax have announced that rookie FM Lowietje will be the replacement for outgoing manager Peter Bosz at the Johan Cruyff Arena. Yeah, I think so too. The fans will not be happy if this was really the thing that's going on here in Amsterdam. An unproven manager that's taking place of Ajax. It's not going to happen anytime soon, I guess. But yeah, I think I have the strength to get something out of this squad and get it even better with the wonder kids that I'm going to sign, hopefully. I have a contract to June 2018, just for a year, 40,300 euros a month. The Godenzone, yeah, our nickname. Nobody uses it, but okay. Let's start. Let's get the meeting started. Yeah, I'm looking forward to achieve things. Yeah, of course. A lot of history. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's see the history. Yeah, I have some changes on the philosophy. Yeah, of course, I want to have a press conference. And no, I don't need to talk to my assistant manager. So, I skip this. Well, yeah, Per Schuurs will join us next year. Promising player. Responsibility not very important. I say Ajax a background. Yeah, this is interesting, of course, but have we won over the years? Yeah. So European Champions Cup is of course the Champions League. We won it 4 times in 1971, 72, and 73, and also 1995, the year I was born. We're also having one Europa League, and that's 1992. 2 European Super Cups. We've won the Eredivisie 33 times. Sorry, and I hope to win it for the 34th time for Epinuri. We couldn't do it this year, but I hope we will in Football Manager. So the last 3 years we were second. The 4 years before under manager Frank de Boer, we won the Eredivisie, and I think it's time to win it again. Of course, in real life, PSV has won the Eredivisie. While we look at our strength, we have a lot of budget. You can see that we have a lot of good defenders like Joe Veldman and Nicolas Tagliafico. Midfielders like David Neres and Ziyech. Our transfer budget is 20 million euros. That's awesome. But we don't have a lot of good players next to the players in our first squad. So that's something to work on in the next couple of months. In the game, of course. I'm not going to play this for months, I think. So let's start with the friendly games. Our pre-season, we always start against a nearby club, and that's AFC. Of course, that's the club I'm coach of, and I think it's nice to play against them. We did it under Peter Bosz. So yeah, AFC is the first game when I'm in charge. Then we're going to France for mini tour, I think. Yeah, 2 games, just 2 games. One against Bordeaux, the second against Olympique Marseille. Great games. Then we're on a training camp. I have no idea where. Well, we can go to Holland, so I think in Holland or Belgium. I'm playing Cercle Brugge and PSV. Let's try that. Nice game in pre-season to find out if our squad is good enough to compete with PSV, the real champions of the Eredivisie. Then 2 home games. Club Brugge is a nice club. Yeah, and let's do Red Bull Salzburg, semi-finalist this year in Europa League. So yeah, that's a good opponent. And then of course a cup. I'm always doing a cup for the people who remember, and even if you support like Liverpool, or you support Manchester United, or you support Arsenal, Barcelona even, you remember this cup, the Amsterdam tournament. And I'm bringing it back in Football Manager 2018. Yeah, I'm always like the Amsterdam tournament. I'm always disappointed that it's not going to be back in our preseason. But yeah, I'm that coach now and I'm bringing it back. So next thing I'm going to do is the coaching staff and the medical team and scouting team. And my assistant manager is Jesse Fontijn. And if you think, well, maybe this is a good assistant manager for my team, I'm coaching a middle league team in England. Don't bother. This is not a real assistant manager. No, it's a friend of mine who I've made, and not that great. You can see it's not the best assistant manager you can wish for, but I like playing with 2 friends who are also coach. So this one is my assistant manager, Jesse Fontijn. And the other is Brian Wiersma. He's a goalkeeper coach. And you're going to see him soon. Said Wali, no, I'm going to sack him. Not good enough for Ajax. Carlo Lamy, well, great goalkeeping attributes, but not that great mentally. So yeah, I'm going to sack him as well here. Brian Wiersma, my assistant manager at AFC, not that great as well. It's not that I'm cheating, no. They're, I think, the least of my coaching staff, but yeah, I want them to be a part of it. Well, Björn Reekhoff is also going, not good enough. Arne Winter, yeah, it's okay. I think I can use him as an extra coach, but not much more than that. Yeah, and then Dennis Bergkamp, Arsenal legend, Ajax legend as well. He left the club in December after a confrontation with Edwin van der Sar and Mark Overmars. But of course, Bosz left because of him. Although that's something the papers are saying. But he was still there. He was still there. So yeah, he's also part of my staff. Pim van Dort, 20 on physiotherapy. It's okay. I think this can be better. 14 and 13 on sports scientist. I think that can be better in scouting and transfer team. Let's look at that. Henk Veldmaten. Adaptability is not that great. Yeah, there's a lot of countries where he has knowledge from. So I think I'm going to keep him. Tony Bruin-Slot, important man within Ajax. He's scouting the opponents. That technical knowledge is 20. He was also assistant manager of Louis van Gaal when they were champions of the Eredivisie. Yeah. So tactical knowledge 20. Yeah, he's a good scout for us. You're going to scout opponents. Hans van der Zee, also someone. Well, it's not that great, but yeah, tactical knowledge. A scout with tactical knowledge is not very easy to find. Yeah, Roy Wesseling was Scandinavia and the Netherlands and Belgium. Yeah, Johnson Olsen, who doesn't know this guy, the man who found Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and of course Christian Eriksen. Those two are few of the players he scouted for us. Patrick Ladru, a lot of knowledge, world knowledge, but not that great. The same goes for Rayo. It's not that good of a scout for Ajax. We all only want the best. Good is not good enough. I want great. I want back to European glory. And therefore I need scouts who can scout the best players and have the best ability that I can get at this moment. Because I need some trophies to get some people in. People think that we're going to be a great club again. And I want to dominate the Eredivisie just like Bayern München dominates the Bundesliga. So here in the board, I can find the staff roles and what I have at the moment and what is advised by the board. So you can see here that Ajax coaching staff has 5 at the moment and I can get 6. Of course, some of them are sacked, so it's not the total at this moment. But I can see it also in negotiations with staff members. So that's okay. But I always like to have an indication of what I need and what I can get in my staff, because my staff needs to be very big. The more people I have, the more knowledge I have, and the work load is not that hard for my staff then. It will be average and not very heavy like it's now, because I have 1 scout per attribute, so that's too little. So I'm going for this guy as head of development, youth development. Christian Spiegman of Birmingham, 20 on working with youngsters and 16 and 17 on the scout performances. So you see here this screen is the negotiation screen. At the moment I have 1 head of youth development, but of course I've sacked him. You can change the contract length, you can change the wage. I'm always getting everything out of the negotiations. I don't want to spend too much Most of the time I'm adding a clause, and that's like this: yearly wage rise. Sorry, 5%. It's nothing. It's really nothing. It's 100 per year, so that's nothing. So I'm going to do the rest of them, and because it's boring, but we're going to accept the deals I've made with the ones I've sacked, and then we can go on. The rest of the stuff is being sorted as we speak, so I've done that already. You can see here Kenny Tate is back at Ajax, and the same goes for Jairo Riedewald. I think it's a mistake to let them go, so I've brought them back in because I need those two players. It's as simple as that, and I started where Bosz left, and they were there. David Klaassen wanted to leave, and Sanchez as well, so I didn't brought them back. But those two wanted to leave because they didn't have any chance at a place at the first squad. So I'm moving Karel Eiting and Casillas to the first squad, and I've placed Dale Sinkgraven, Amin Younes and Matteo Cassiera on the transfer list, and I'm hoping to sell them in total of 9 million euros, so I can buy new players, because I need new players, especially a right back and a new goalkeeper as well. I want to extend the contract of Kenny Tate because he would have left within the year for no money. So I'm trying to negotiate about the contract. I'm not doing something like a clause, transfer fee clause. Most players want at this moment in world football. I'm not doing that. I'm walking away then. It's just not happening at Ajax unless it's 30 million pounds or more. So I'm trying to persuade him to accept a lower wage and get more money if he plays more and if we get more clean sheets. And now he wants more money as a wage. That's interesting. But we don't do that. We just go a little bit higher. I think that's okay. 7,000. Yeah. 17. Yeah, nice. So 5-year contract for him. And also I'm trying to offer Justin Kluivert a new contract, because in real life he is a bit of a pain in the ass of Ajax, especially Mino Raiola, because they don't want to extend his contract unless for an incredibly amount of money. He wants to be the best paid player of Ajax, and if he watches, you haven't done anything for us that another can't do. So I would say 20 million pounds and get rid of him. It's that simple. But in the game, he wants to extend his contract. He earns a lot of money, I have to say. I don't think this is realistic for a 19-year-old to earn more than almost 10,000 a week. It's not happening at Ajax. And if it does, it's not normal at all. 14. It's really going to be the maximum. And it's okay. It's more money than I wanted to spend on him, but 5 years. And he's a hot prospect, so I think I can get the money out. And I think I need to extend any other contract at the moment. 4 years, 5 years, that's okay. Riedewald has only 3 years left, but he wants a transfer clause in his contract, and I'm not doing that. So I'm not extending his contract yet. So yeah, this will be my first signing if Maccabi Tel Aviv will agree to it. Predrag Rajkovic, he's one of the best young goalkeepers in the game. At least his potential is. He has an incredible potential, and I want him to be the backup of Andre Onana and maybe even be the first goalkeeper. They have to sort it out on the training field, but I want him, and he will be very expensive, but it's worth it. I believe it's worth it. So I'm thinking of 10 million, not directly, of course, in installments, 12 monthly. So the next 3 years I pay 600,000 to them, then 1.2 after 50 games, 50 league appearances. Per league appearances, 26,000. What's the rest? Yeah, 3 million after winning the Champions League, 1 million after winning the Eredivisie, 500,000 after international appearances, 10 international appearances, but they don't agree on it. They want 13 million pounds, and that's too much for me at the moment. 13 million is way over budget. 13.5. Going to be difficult, this one. 30,000 per game. Yeah. I'm doubting if I should do more money after the league appearances or more money in installments and per league game. It's difficult because I don't want to get way over budget for him, and I know some people think this is a lot of money, and it is. I don't have it on my bank account, of course, but for a young player like him, whose potential is 170 out of 200, it's incredible. I can tell you that. And he's also very good with his feet. Not outstanding, but he's good enough with his feet. So I'm thinking of doing it, and I put a lock in it, so they have to accept it, otherwise the deal is off. Just let's see what they have to say. They can't decide yet, so I'll give them time. So we'll see in the upcoming future. So against Sevilla in the Amsterdam tournament, that will be interesting. Sevilla, great game. Daily Sinkgraven, yeah, trying 4 million. They have accepted it. 4 million for Daily Sinkgraven to Middlesbrough. I have to say, it's a good signing. Hey, Yunus 4.4 million. It's more than we get now. And Cachera thinking of 1 million. Great, yeah. So I can earn also 9.5 million out of transfers. Yeah, so I'm meeting the media, and I cannot wait. I cannot stop smiling, because it's my dream job, of course, Ajax and Newcastle. But I can't speak about them now, can I? So I'm don't telling anything what's happening between the chairman and I. Yeah, I'm young, but I can manage it. Yeah, there are plenty of examples of young managers having success in the game. None of the ranks to be expressed. Yeah, well. Yeah, do that. Yeah, some might. Yeah, of course. A lot of wanted a big name. Yeah, of course, attractive football. No, it doesn't matter where it came from. Just what I'm doing there. No, I'm looking to get the best people in. Yeah, I want every player to know that they come to me. Success is necessary, and I'm not focusing on the Eredivisie. It's not the most important thing. We've also the Champions League and the Cup, and our bid on Rijkovic has been turned down. So I have to think what I can do to sign him, because I need him to be my second goalkeeper, or even my first. So what I'm going to do is that the money that they get is higher than the money they only get after a certain amount of games he has played, or things like that. So the installments, the money of the installments are getting higher, and they've accepted it. Yeah, so they get more money, and they know that, so they're more happy with it. So yeah, Rijkovic now, the negotiations. At least he wants to come. I see his. Yeah, let's start with the contract length before I'm going back to the thing. 5 years, and I think, yeah, increase that. I want him to feel comfortable here at Ajax. Yes, his agent's asking a lot of money. Yeah, he needs. Yeah, decrease that. Then 19,000 a week, because Onana is earning that as well. And again, back to 19,000, and I'm trying it again, and he's accepted it, and I don't think this can get wrong. Yeah, I sent him on an intensive course, language course, so my bonuses will be high, both of them. My players were more motivated to win those titles. And yes, Predator Rijkovic is my first signing as an Ajax manager, and I can't be more happy with that, because he's one of the best wonder kids in the game. And I've also sold Younes and Cassiera and Sinkgraven as well. So that's incredible. So let's have a look at Predator Rijkovic before we're going to end this first episode. You can see he's a really good goalkeeper. His first touch and his passing and his composure are not that great. He needs that if he wants to be a sweeper keeper. But it's not bad at all. So I can improve him, and otherwise he will playing as a normal goalkeeper. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the players I sold. I need to sell more players, especially from young Ajax. Our B team is playing in the Jupiler League, and in real life won Jupiler League. Just said that. Yeah, so I'm hoping that in the next episode we will get to the first games against AFC, and hopefully Marseille and Bordeaux as well. and hopefully I have my scouts reports ready and can buy some new players. If you liked the video, give a thumb up and subscribe on my channel. All my Instagram and Twitter, you can see it on here. FM Lowietje. You can search for me on Instagram, search for me on Twitter. I will give a link in the description below, so you can just at one click to my accounts. And remember, always pay attention to the manager.